Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video we'll talk about another collection classes, that is set. So if you are watching this particular video directly, so for your information I want to say a little bit about the collection class. The X++ language syntax provide two kind of composite data type about the array and container. So I hope you already learned about arrays or container. Okay, so these are actually composite data type, and these composite data type are useful for aggregating values for primitive data types. So if you want to store the class objects in array or container, that will be not possible. So you can't store class objects in arrays or container. So what is the solution for that? So to solve this issue, we have the collection classes, and these collection classes are used to store objects, and they let you create the arrays. We have an array class instead of the composite data type, which stores the primitive data type. So you already discussed about that. You can see our previous videos. We have the list, sets and maps, and structure, that is structs data type or class that can hold any data type. Okay, so in this particular video we will talk about the set collection class. So let's get started about the set class. As you can see that we are inside a class, set class example, and we have a main method, and in this particular main method we'll write our code for the set. First let me show that how we can create a set class. So for that, what you have to do, you just have to use the new keyword and you have to use the set class, and this will take a parameter. So set class constructor take parameter of type, or it can be integer, it can be string, or any other data type. So if you want to take any other data type, that is also possible. You can check, you can see that you can take any type, blob, class, container. So all this data type you can create, right? So at this point of time we are taking the integer 64-bit, and to store inside an object, my set is an object of the set type. So this way you can create the set. But before going to the deep down in the set class, so let me explain a little bit about this particular set class. This class holds value of any single type that I have shown over here. Using the type you can take any single type. If you want to store the value inside the set, these values are not stored in a sequence in which they added. Okay, instead the set object store the value in a manner that optimizes the performance for in method. So in set we have an in method by which we can simply find out that one particular value in a one particular set is present on the another set or not by using the in method. So if I want to check that, for that set it actually stores the value in its own way so that it can optimize the performance for the in method. One more important point about the set is a set object ignore any attempt to add a value that the set object is already storing. If one particular value is already present on a set, you cannot store that particular value again on that set because of the feature or the definition of the set itself. Now let me show you how you can add value inside a set. So as you can see over here, there is a method called add method. Using the add method you can add the value inside my set. Okay, so you can see here we are storing the 12 here because we have taken the type as a integer 64. That's why you are giving the value 12, that is actually integer. So in the similar fashion, if you want to store any other value, that is also possible using the add method. So here it is, you can see that we have added 14 and 15 as well. One more important point I want to mention here, that we in the set now we have the 12, 14, 15 element, right? So if you want to add one more element which is having the value 15, this is not the best practice to add one single element, one one more time, because when a value that is already stored in the set, the set is added, it is ignored and does not increase the number of element in the set. Okay, so you have to remember this point. Let me explain one more point over here. If you want to add one more element and you want to store as a string over here, so is this a valid statement or not in this particular case? So if you save it, okay, and you can check that this will give you this is not giving any kind of error, but this is a error. Why this is a problem in case of set? Because because all values in the set must have the same type. But in this case you can see that 12, 13 or 12, 14, 15 is integer, but this one I am trying to insert, that is the string. So that's why this is not the intended case. If you want to store a string value, then you have to change the type from here integer 64 to string, then it will be a valid, and all the values should be string instead of integer, mixing of integer and string. So that's why let me comment this one. Now if you want to print out all the element that is present in the set, for that what you have to do, you have to take the help of the get enumerator. You have to use this particular get enumerator function so that I can iterate over all the sets elements, and you can assign it to one variable, that is AC equal to, like this way. But before that I have to create a AC, that is the set enumerator. So at the beginning let me explain about the set enumerator. So I have declared the set enumerator, and this will the object of set enumerator, and if I'll use the my set.get enumerator, so it will be assigned on the set enumerator, and using this AC we can loop through all the elements that is present in the set. Using the while loop we can get the current element of the set and we can print it so that we can see in the front end. So for that what we have to do, we have to use a while loop, and inside the while loop we will write the move next method. So what it will do, move next method will move the element of the set one by one, and inside if we want to see the current element that is present on that enumerator, then for that we can write an info method, and we can call the current method so that we can print out that particular element. So inside this we'll write an info method like this one, info, and we want to convert it to string formatting, because each and every current element will be in the string, not in the string format, it will be in the integer format. So that's why we are converting into the string, and we are printing using the dot current method. Now if you want to see the result, so you have to save the project. So let me make it as a startup object. I'll make it as a startup object, and I'll click on the start button to see the result. As you can see here that our program executed successfully, and we are getting elements 12, 14 and 15 as expected. Okay, so if you want to make this program more complicated, and if you want to do certain operation inside this particular while, for example I want to check a condition, if one particular element is 14, then I want to remove that one, or I want to do certain operation based on that is also possible. So you can try, or in the next subsequent video we'll talk about more important points about set. So we'll show about how you can apply in method, how you can do this several type of operation, like you can apply different types of operation like difference, union, intersection. So we'll also explore those operations also. But before that, if you want to do by yourself, so welcome for that. You can try by yourself, because if you will not write the code, you will not grasp the knowledge of the programming language. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.